Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good, thanks. Mr. Barnes, can you please state your name and spell your last name for the record?
My name is Victor Barnes, Barnes.
And Mr. Barnes, what city do you reside in?
Lacey, Washington.
And how long have you lived in Lacey?
About 11 years or so.
And who do you reside with?
My wife and my 2 younger children.
And when you say your 2 younger children, male or female?
Both male.
Okay. And are you familiar with someone of those children, Isaiah Williams? And did you live in that location in the fall of 2024, September, October of 2024?
Yes.
Where did or does your son Isaiah go to school?
Timberline High School.
And in the fall of 2024, do you know what year of school he would have been starting?
His junior year.
Are you familiar with someone named?
Yes.
How are you familiar with Fatima?
They were friends and began dating.
And were you familiar with Fatima's parents at all?
Okay, wait a minute. I got to stop this. Is this the boyfriend's dad up here, guys? Oh. Okay, yeah, y'all know this was a whole problem. Okay, y'all know this was a whole problem. It ain't no longer it's arranged. We got a whole issue up here. Right? No wonder the parents was going, not to say that they wasn't they right. They should have been doing that, right? But y'all know the jury gonna be looking at this like they gonna be able to put 2 and 2 together, even if they don't say it's a arranged marriage, and that's why she was leaving. They gonna put it together just off of these dynamics. No wonder the daddy was mad. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now it's coming together. It ain't even beyond this arranged marriage. We deep in this one, and I'll be the first one to say it. You wouldn't have told me that this is what I was about to see. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We daddy was like, he ain't even letting this go down. And mama was like, this happens even when it's not even any religion and stuff behind it, right? Let's just be real. Oh, he was you right. Double pissed. Oh my. Tracy said this is real deep. Yeah, it is. I'm like sitting up here updating the banners, so that way I trying to get their names in there so we can keep up with the witnesses as we go along. And I'm like, wait a minute, his voice deep. Let me look at my screen. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Uh-oh. Yes, Texas Cat. This is what we're hearing now. This is the dad of the boy she was dating. Oh, Fatima, now you knew better. You knew this wasn't gonna go down like this, right? Especially not with this kind of dad, right? But you love who you love, and you want to be with who you want to be with. Not to say that they had any right, but oh my. Okay, I'm gonna let y'all get. I'm sure he got something juicy to tell us. I'm sure. Oh, wait, y'all couldn't have told me this. Y'all couldn't have told me this. Y'all couldn't have told me this. Okay, let me get y'all in here.
After a while, yes.
Okay. Had you met or spoken with them at any point, either or both at any point during the time Fatima and Isaiah were friends or dating?
Yes.
And just timeline wise, when about did that occur?
I had a phone conversation with Hassan Ali on about September.
September of 2024?
Yes. 16th or 17th.
Would you recognize either Ihsan Ali or Zara Ali by sight?
Yes.
Okay. Do you see them in the courtroom today?
Yes.
Starting with Ihsan Ali, can you please identify for the record where he's located in an article of clothing that he's wearing?
He's sitting in the first chair over here, and he has on a gray blazer, it appears.
Okay.
The record will reflect that the witness has identified Mr. Ali.
Thank you. And what about Zara Ali? Do you recognize, do you see Mrs. Ali, excuse me, in the courtroom today?
Yes.
And can you identify for the record, please, where she is located in an article of clothing that she is wearing?
She's sitting at the end of the table over there with a black shirt, dress shirt.
And the record will reflect that the witness has identified Mrs. Ali.
And Mr. Barnes, without providing any details, was there an incident between your son and Miss Ali somewhere, or excuse me, Mrs. Ali, somewhere around September 17th of 2024?
Yes.
As a result of that incident, did you or your wife or both and Isaiah have any concerns for Isaiah?
Yes.
I'm sorry. Could you? It's one check.
I think they changed their mind.
No objection.
Based on those concerns, did you engage the court or judicial system for assistance?
Yes.
And what assistance did you request from the court system?
I went to go get an anti-harassment protection order against Mrs. Ali.
Protecting who?
Isaiah Williams.
Were you, in fact, granted a protection order?
Objection as to, well, I guess I would ask for clarification as to the date of the order that was granted.
I'm going to overrule that can be either further addressed if the state chooses to in other questions or addressed by you in cross-examination.
So you said you were granted that. Do you recall what court that order was issued out of?
The juvenile detention center over there in Tamar.
Okay. And do you that order, do you recall when that order was requested?
October 14th.
Okay. And who petitioned for that order?
I did.
And did you petition for it on behalf of yourself or someone else?
I petitioned on behalf of my son Isaiah.
How old was Isaiah at the time?
16 years old.
And who were you petitioning for protection against?
Mrs. Ali.
And when you say Mrs. Ali, do you mean Zara?
Yes.
And how did you make that request to the court? Meaning, is that something that you do online? Is that occur in a court hearing or something else?
Went in person. At a court hearing, yeah, court hearing.
Okay. As part of that court hearing, is that a court hearing that Miss Ali attends? Did she attend that hearing?
I don't recall seeing her there.
Do you recall who was there for that court hearing?
Myself, my wife, the judge, and other people there for their cases.
Okay. Do you recall who the judge or the court commissioner was for that hearing by chance?
Commissioner Rue.
As part of that court hearing, did you provide testimony or answer any questions of the court?
Yes.
And once that court hearing was complete, did the court actually grant a temporary order of protection with a follow-up hearing date?
Yes.
Do you recall what the follow-up hearing date was set for?
October 24th.
Okay. And do you recall what kinds of protections were put in place regarding Isaiah as a result of that hearing?
Wasn't allowed to come within 1,000 feet of him, the school where he goes to school, his home, and just him in general.
Okay. Are you aware, had Miss or Mrs. Ali been to your home prior to that? Do you recall if she had been at your residence at any time?
Yes,
Okay. So would she have known where your residence was?
yes,
The incident, again, without any details associated, was that associated with the school in any way, Timberline High School?
can you repeat that?
Sure, let me rephrase that. The location of the incident that caused concern, where did that incident occur?
Timberline High School.
Okay. Had Mrs. Ali's husband, Ihsan Ali, ever been to your home before?
Yes,
So would he have also been aware of that location?
yes,
Do you know if Haneen Ali had been to your residence previously?
not to my knowledge.
Okay. And do you know who was directed to serve a copy of that order on Mrs. Ali?
Lacey Police Department.
May I approach, Your Honor?
You may.
Mr. Barnes, I'm showing you what's been admitted as State's Exhibit 36. I'd ask you to look at that silently to yourself, review those pages, and then look up at me when you're done, please, sir. Mr. Barnes, do you recognize what I've handed you?
Yes,
And what is that?
a temporary protection order.
Is that the temporary protection order about which you've been speaking earlier today?
Yes,
And does that appear to be a true and accurate copy of that temporary protection order?
yes,
Do you, as part of that process, receive your own copy of that order?
yes,
So before today, have you had an opportunity to review your own order that you received from the court system in comparison to this order?
yes.
I'm going to take that back from you. Permission to publish, Your Honor.
You may.
Okay, Mr. Barnes, I'm going to ask you some questions. First of all, who is listed up top? I would say top third of the page here in the header block.
That would be my son.
Order were you requesting here, listed under the cause number?
Harassment.
Okay. And is it a permanent or listed as a temporary protection order?
Temporary.
And what is the date for the next hearing that has been provided?
October 24th.
Did you attend that hearing?
Yes,
Okay. What was the result of that hearing?
Objection as to relevance as to what happened on the 14th.
Sustained.
Did you attend that hearing?
yes.
And in terms of the order, what information then is followed on that order? Who is identified, I suppose, down here on the front first page?
Oh,
Personal information for Ms. Ali.
yes.
Okay. And does it indicate, well, let me back up. What is this marking here on the document?
Oh, that's the step from the courthouse,
Okay.
making it official.
Okay. And what about on looking at page 2 of 11 on State's Exhibit 36, who is identified and does it have his age listed on there?
Yes.
At the time that this interaction occurred, how long, to your knowledge, how long had Isaiah and Fatima been friends and or dating?
About a year or so.
Okay. So this wasn't, at the time of this wasn't like a brand new relationship between these two. Is that fair to say?
Very fair to say.
Looking at page 4 of 11 of, well, actually, yeah, 4 of 11 of State's Exhibit 36, under paragraph 8, the directives to the restrained person, what is initially listed under A?
No harm.
And what is the directive under A to the restrained person?
The minor is in section 3 above.
So does it clearly essentially link back to your son?
Yes.
Okay. And under subsection D of that, does it indicate where your address is, the address specifically to stay away from?
Yes.
Okay. And is that the address that Ihsan Ali and Zahar Ali had previously been to?
Yes.
So it wasn't a different address than what they had previously visited.
Correct.
Okay.
So I just paused it just for a second, just so y'all can kind of understand where I'm coming from in this angle. And it's just kind of like picking with your, I'm doing brain teasers, right? The only reason why I asked this question is because, remember, we don't get any information in regards to the arranged marriage, right? But I'm assuming that in some way, shape, form, or fashion, there's going to be some reasoning behind the prosecution team saying why they choked their daughter, right? Or why they were trying to strangle her, but they can't bring in that information in regards to the marriage. But I guess where I was thinking in my mind when I was typing out the question, like, now that we see the racial dynamics, do you think as a juror, if you were sitting on the jury stand, that this would be something that y'all would think? Yeah, OnlyFans. And I said, let me pause and kind of give y'all my mindset so y'all can kind of think where I'm just wondering, because they don't know that, right? So I would think as a juror, if I was sitting on there, I mean, she wasn't a bad kid, right? So they have, like, people are not, yeah. And yeah, Delise, and I definitely think she says that I think that race is irrelevant. Yeah, and we definitely want them to be where race is irrelevant, right? I mean, but we're just kind of like, Follow says that irritates the hell out of me. Why wouldn't it be allowed when that was the reason? Right. And I'm saying, because as a juror, when I'm sitting up there looking at this case and I'm like, okay, well, why would they be strangling a child, right? And we don't have this, they don't have that information, although we do. So now I'm just looking at the family dynamics, right? We got dad sitting over there mad, like he mad that he in court, he mad that they determining this, he mad about this whole situation. Right. And if they don't, right, they're going to start thinking that. Right? They're going to think that the dad did something because she wasn't bad in school. And I guess it also depends on what she testifies to. Okay. TS says that it sounds like that the defense is going to say that it was discipline getting out of hand. Race has nothing to do with this. I don't think the defense is going to bring anything in race in regards to it. TS, I don't think that because then that would give motive, right? That would give reasoning, right? I just think that none of that is going to be brought in, right? So if you were a juror on the jury thing, what would you be thinking, right? You don't know about the arranged marriage. All you know is that she ran away, right, from the police officer's testimony, right? And then now we have this racial dynamic, you know, on the stand. Like, I just think that there has to be something, right? As a juror, you wouldn't just be sitting up there like a parent just out of control. I definitely think that their actions, I hope I'm being, you know, coming across kind of where y'all can understand it. You know, you get what I'm saying? But yeah, I just think that, okay. See, okay. Maybe that's the angle. In regards to TS was saying, and I'm sorry guys if I'm kind of, because I'm liking this one train, because I want to make sure that we just kind of like seeing it from like the jury, like they're not getting everything that we know, right? And I just know as a juror, I'll be sitting up there like, and I'm probably not supposed to do that. That's why they're not gonna ever pick me on the jury. There's no reason to choke your daughter out. Absolutely, Fala. Yeah, I agree. I agree. But I know as a juror, I'll be sitting up there, okay, well, you know, like kind of like when somebody is unalive, right? They want to come up with the, even though they don't have to make sure they have a, you know, the prosecution team does not have to have a motive, right? It's just the action. So I guess if I look at it in that way, I'll be okay. But that's probably why they don't have me on the jury, right? Because I'll be looking like, okay, y'all tell me why. Okay. Benny says she thinks it's gonna be cultural issues. And y'all, you guys, I'm sorry if I passed over some of y'all comments. Let me see. I love Mr. Barnes though. He's the best dad ever. That's from TS also. Baca says good buddy. Film Freak says true at follow. And I'm reading these all backwards. Now check that out. So y'all don't even know what order I'm reading them in and who said what and when, where, and why. Look, follow the chat. Sorry, guys. OnlyFans says, given what his son has been through, Mr. Barnes is holding up dang well, right? Look like he mad, right? Dad is mad. We got the other dad over there trying to figure out why are you people in his business, right? Okay, I'm taking this back in. Let's go back in. Sorry, guys.
Sorry, and one more. Under D, how many feet does it say, Miss Ali, is to stay away from your son?
1,000.
Okay. Is that 1,000 feet underlined?
Yes.
Okay. And had your son gone to school, if you know, with Fatima Ali at the time of those events?
Yes.
Okay. So was there any confusion? Well, had there been any change in your son's school since September to October?
No.
Okay, I don't have any additional questions for you at this time. Thank you.
Mr. Kading, cross-examination.
Morning, Mr. Barnes.
Morning.
You said you had two children. Isaiah is how old now?
He's
the other child. Do you have any other children?
No.
Okay. So just one preliminary. Have you watched any of the proceedings on this case on TV at all?
No.
Okay. Have you seen any videos on this case?
No.
Okay. So let me ask you this. When you parent your children, you have rules, right?
Yes.
Okay. And they're pretty set. The kids know what to do.
Correct.
Okay. And if they break the rules, you punish them, right?
Depends.
Okay. So if they break the rules, what do you do if you don't punish them?
I asked them why they broke the rule.
Okay. What if they don't have a good reason? Then do you punish them?
Depends on what their answer is.
Okay. Do you have the final call on what happens after you talk to them?
Yes.
Okay.
Me and my wife.
All right. And so you have different boundaries, different punishments, that kind of thing, right?
Yes.
Okay. And if they do something bad, worse punishment, right? Right.
That's fair.
Okay. Okay. And I know kids nowadays, bad punishment sometimes be taking their phone.
That can equate to a bad punishment.
Okay. And that's because they use their phone to talk to their friends, essentially live their life nowadays, right?
Correct.
Okay. So you take it, it's a pretty big deal. Okay.
I'm sorry, just have to have a verbal response.
Oh, yes, correct. I'm sorry.
Thank you. That's okay.
So as a parent, you set the rules, you do the punishments. How would you feel if I were to set
Objection, relevance.
Sustained.
if you didn't get the desired results from your punishment or your discipline or your talking to your kids, what would you do?
I will consult with my wife.
Okay. And you said you went to court for your son to get this protection order, right?
Yes.
Okay. He wasn't there.
No.
Okay. Just you and your wife.
Just me.
Okay.
Yes, me and my wife. Correct.
You and your wife. Okay. And so you went to court on behalf of your son because he was a minor, I assume, to get
Yes.
this order. Okay. And that's because parents make decisions for their kids, right?
Yes, when we are able to.
Okay. Now you knew that Fatima was not supposed to be dating Isaiah, right?
Yes.
Okay. But you knew he was, right?
Yes.
Okay. So you did not have a rule against him dating her.
Yes.
You did have a rule?
Yes.
Okay. And so it was not allowed.
We did not want them dating.
Okay. But they were dating
Yes.
and it continued
Yes.
for quite some time.
I don't know how long quite some time is.
Okay. Did you ever go to the Ollie's home?
No.
Did you ever have a conversation with the Ollies of any real substance?
Yes.
When was that?
September 16th or 17th.
Okay. Now, was that in relation to this incident that your son was involved in at the school?
Yes.
Okay. So you talked to them at some point after an incident your son had at the school with Mrs. Ollie,
Correct.
and you spoke to Mr. Ollie.
Correct.
Okay. Is that what you talked about?
Yes.
Okay. You didn't talk about other topics.
Yes.
You did talk about other topics.
Well, we talked about keeping the kids, keeping his wife away from my child.
Related to that incident, right?
Correct.
Okay.
And he wanted to keep the kids separate.
Okay.
So his result to that was yanking her out of school.
I'm going to move to strike, Your Honor.
Responsive to the question, Your Honor.
Non-responsive.
Just a moment. Sustained is to non-responsive.
So, in the year that your kids were friends and dating, you talked to Mr. Ollie one time.
Once over the phone and once in person when they came to our house.
Okay. All right. And fair to say you're not friends with them.
Very fair.
Okay. And do you, yeah, well, it would be wrong for you to make parenting decisions for them, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Okay. I have no further questions. Thank you.
Mr. Larry, cross-examination.
Morning, Mr. Barnes.
Morning, sir.
Thank you for being here. So I just want to follow up on a couple of things. So after the September 16th around issue incident, you had a conversation with Mr.
That's me pausing, right? Okay, so I'm not gonna ask y'all for much, right? And I ain't gonna keep, I'm gonna let these testimonies, keep going, right? But guys, we trying to build over here. Come on, y'all, like the channel, please. We trying to get out in that rhythm, right? And keep this all nice chat going, right? I would say y'all got the likes all messed up, but y'all already know y'all got it messed up. Like I'm like trying to secretly hint it in, posting it in the thing. Let's get these likes together. Come on, y'all. Get me all the way together. All right, here we go.
Ali, correct?
Correct.
Was there contact between my client and your son after September 16th, as far as you're aware?
Not to my knowledge.
Okay. So we have the incident mid-September, and I've heard a couple of different dates, but so basically around the 16th, on the 16th.
16th or 17th, one of those days.
Okay. And so then you go to court on October 14th to petition for an anti-harassment order, correct?
Correct.
And you described where it was, correct?
Correct.
And that is, so you fill out paperwork in advance and then you walk into court and say, here's what I would like. Is that accurate?
Correct.
Okay. And it's a walk-in calendar, correct?
Yes.
So it's not like you reserve a date in front of a judge. It's you go in, you sign up and say, here's my request. I'd like the judge to hear the request, correct?
Correct.
And so Mrs. Ali would not have any idea that you were going in that day, correct?
I'm not sure.
Well, I mean, you didn't tell her, right?
Correct.
Okay. And so you have no reason, you had no, and I'm not suggesting you should have, but there was no attempt to notify her. That's not how this works, correct? And the purpose is that if there is a temporary order granted, she gets an opportunity to then respond on the October 24th date, correct? Is that yes?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
And so were asked on direct as to whether Ms. Ali was present at the temporary order. You said you weren't sure, correct?
I didn't see her when I was there.
Okay. So, but just to be clear, there was no reason to think that she would have been there, correct?
Not if she wasn't notified.
Exactly. And there's nothing to suggest that she was notified. Fair?
That's fair.
Okay. All right. So, and she didn't sign the temporary order because that's why you had the police officer had to go and give her the paperwork, right?
Correct.
Right. Okay. And so, and the thrust or the reason that you talked about going to get the order in October was the September 16th incident, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Nothing further. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Redirect.
Mr. Barnes, is it, when you say you don't want to talk about your other child, is that just because you're trying to increase the number of children in the court proceedings today? Involve their names, their information.
That's one reason.
Okay. And Mr. Kading asked you questions about your parenting style and punishment and consulting with your wife. Do you talk to your kids?
Yes.
Well, how would you describe your relationship with your kids?
Pretty strong, pretty good.
Do you have an open communications or something different?
Very open.
So when you went to get this order, was Isaiah aware of it, that you were going to get this protection order requested?
Yes.
Is that because you guys talked about it as a family?
Yes.
You said that you were aware at the time that Fatima was not supposed to date and you were trying to keep the kids from dating. Tell me about that. What do you mean?
Well, at the beginning, they were just friends. And then I guess somewhere along the way, they began dating. Wasn't to my knowledge until they were a little while into dating. And I realized she wasn't allowed to have a boyfriend. And I tried to, say, hey, let's not further this more than what it needs to be. If that's their rules, that's their rules. Let's not involve ourselves in that. But, the kids, so it's hard to, love is a strong thing when you're a child. And when you don't know no better, you sort of don't know no better. So that's sort of where we were coming from as parents. But as time went on, things got very strange and ensued the incident on September 16th or 17th.
And again, without going into those details. Mm-hmm.
So ensued that situation, then follow up a few weeks later. Policemen escort the parents to our home, looking for her when she wasn't there. Then follow up. Our son's being hit at school. So, yeah, and she's getting choked.
Okay. And have you met Fatima before?
Yes.
Okay. How would you describe Fatima?
She's a nice young lady.
What, did you meet her prior to October 18th, 2024 or after?
I want to say I met her after.
Okay. If you met her before, do you have a specific recollection of it?
I don't.
Okay, that's okay. And so you talked, it sounds like, because of understanding the parents' position, it sounds like your testimony as you and your wife talked about just trying to chill things out so there wasn't that conflict. Is that a fair reflection of your testimony?
Yes.
Okay. When you spoke with their parents, did you speak with both Mrs. Ali and Mr. Ali, just one or the other of them?
Just Mr. Ali. We were because before I went and pressed charges, filed a complaint on mom. I wanted to inform him and let him know.
Okay.
So I think
So it's not something that you did without any communication with the Ali family. You had a communication with the Ali family in advance of making that request.
yes, I just didn't have communication with her.
Okay, but you did with her husband.
Correct.
Okay. And just to be clear, do you speak Arabic, or did you have that conversation?
It was in English.
Okay. When you went on October 14th to get that order, that temporary protection order, did you have to provide facts to the judge for the judge to weigh?
Yes.
Okay. So you didn't just go in and ask for it and it was granted. Is that a fair statement?
Fair.
Okay. Thank you. I have no further questions.
Mr. Kading, any further cross-examination?
Yes, Your Honor. So, Mr. Barnes, you mentioned that the Ali's came to your house with the police. Is that right?
Yes,
And they were looking for Fatima?
correct.
Okay. And when was that?
Sometime October, probably October 10th or 11th.
Okay.
It was the week prior to me filing the Friday prior or Thursday prior to me filing the protection order.
Okay. And did that trigger you filing that?
Once I found out they realized where we live, then yes, that's sort of what boosted me into getting that done ASAP.
All right. Now, just to be clear, Fatima had been to your house, right?
What do you mean?
Prior to that date. Fatima had been there,
So we stay in an apartment complex.
right? Had she come to visit your son there, I guess is what I'm asking.
Out, not at our house, no. But in the neighborhood, I guess you can say yes.
Okay. So she had never been in your house?
No. Not to my knowledge.
All right. And to the best of your knowledge, had your son ever been in her house?
No, not to my knowledge.
Okay. So when they did show up at your house, they were with the police, though?
Correct.
Okay. Thank you. No further questions.
Mr. Larry Recross?
No, you aren't. Thank you.
All right, may this witness be excused? Ms. Stone?
One moment, please, Shannon. I have one final question. Your Honor.
All right.
Mr. Barnes, when you had that conversation with Mr. Ali prior to filing the protection order to let him know that it was coming, had you made the determination that it was coming at that point? Or were you having a conversation with Mr. Ali to decide whether you were going to file it once they knew where you lived? Does my question make sense?
Yes, it makes sense. The answer is somewhere in the middle.
Okay, what do you mean by that?
Once we had the phone conversation, my intent was to immediately file. Once I found out the school had a no trespass order on Zahra Ali and the parents pulled her out of school, I didn't really feel like my son was in the immediate danger until they knew where we lived. Once I found out they knew where we lived and they came to our home, that's when I said, well, I have to do something. So
if I understand your testimony, this wasn't, well, let me ask this question a different way.
yeah,
Is it fair to say the reasons for requesting a protection order as a result of that September incident, there are a multitude of those reasons?
yes,
Did you try and avoid making a request for the protection order?
yes,
Did you feel like you were able to avoid making that request?
yes.
Were you able to avoid making?
Oh,
a
no,
request?
I'm sorry. No. I
That's
was not.
okay. Thank you. I have no further questions.
Yes.
Mr. Keating?
Yes, Your Honor. Just so we're clear on this, you mentioned twice now that they pulled her out of school, right? You've mentioned that. You have no
I'm sorry.
Yes.
contact with them about their child's school. Is that right? With the Ollie's.
Yes, correct.
You have no contact with them. And any information that you got regarding anything about the Ollie's came from your son, correct?
In the school.
The school about the incident, but about her, about Fatima, came from your son. Correct.
From the school and my son, yes.
Okay. So the information about Fatima's family came from your son that you got.
Yes.
Thank you.
Mr. Larry, any cross? All right, may this witness be excused?
Yes, please, Your Honor.
Any objection, Mr. Keating?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Larry?
No, Your Honor.
You are excused. You may step down. You're free to go or stay in the courtroom however you so desire.